Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and our Ironman run. We are at the top of this waterfall in the Emerald Forest, trying to get out, so we need to find a way to try and get down as reasonably safely as possible. It seems that we can do some hopping, skipping and jumping around here. Really nice of the game to just let us all exist in the exact same location all the time. Right. Let's shoot down this tree. That's going to give us a good route through, isn't it? We could probably shoot that one down as well. Don't know if there's something back there for us. Looks like some stuff. Right, no idea what's in the darkness, so let's get cautious and go this way first, since that seems further back. I said at the end of the last episode, but obviously less likely to be seen right at the very end. But if you ever have any questions about any of the kind of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons stuff that's going on here, do ask in the comments below, because I understand that Dungeons and Dragons isn't always the most clear-cut thing. So if anything's weird or you don't understand why something is working the way it is, do ask below and I will do my best to answer any questions that come along. Because once you know Dungeons and Dragons rules, like, it's your mental framework for everything in the game. And so if you don't know why something is working the way that it is, it can be real complicated to try and figure out why something is doing the thing it is when you have no idea why to base the decisions that are being made or the changes that are being incorporated. It's a lot to occur if you have no idea the mechanics of the system, is what I'm trying to say in too many words. Get that tree down. And then we're just going to have to hop along rock by rock, it seems. Some part of me remembers there being more encounters here, but it seems that we're pretty safe for a moment. We can wander through there. We can send someone over to see whatever is in this container. Can we not? Trevor, you're the biggest, longest jumper of us with your high strength stat. We have a heavy crossbow, 4 javelins, and some acid. Take all of that, thanks. And if we get over to here, I think we are safe for a hot minute now that we have found the outpost. So this is a gathering of friendlies. I'll just push this last tree down. We can get uncautious for a second and climb on up. And there's a few people we can speak to. Tellerin Pure Voice. What's going on with you?
Well met and rejoice, noble visitors. My name is Tolarian.
Rejoice? In the middle of nowhere?
But of course, rejoice to have met me.
And who are you exactly?
You wouldn't hail from Masgard, perchance?
And what if we did?
Heard of the Scavengers?
Sure.
Well, here we call ourselves the Forge.
So basically, these guys... I'm going to skip through this for you. These guys go around to locations where other adventurers have already been, collect up all of the loot that wasn't collected by the adventurers, and then they'll sell it back to you for a cut. So, that's what's going on. I'm just going to skip through all this, because we're not here so much for the plot. But there are some places to go, some people to meet, some bad man in charge of part of the country. Horrible dictator who we really want to see ousted from power, probably. We'll see how the rest of the decisions go. A bunch of stuff to loot here. Loads of ammo. We'll take all of that over here. Supplies and thieves' tools. We'll take all of that. Somebody has a criminal background and is proficient with thieves' tools. Can't remember who. There is a barrel back here with something in it. We'll waltz around. Projectile parts, acid, flowers. Take all of that, thanks. We will hop through these doors as well. There is another fireplace if we should need a long rest. Crafting manual, the burden, and crafting manual, potion of greater healing. Let's just read those right now. So now we have the recipes for those. Poisons and lotions and potions and such. In the bookcase, nothing. Interesting. Oh, it was the manuals we just collected, wasn't it? Of course it was. Scroll of Comprehend Language, another ration pouch. Samco Flint has an objective for us as well.
Hey there. Name's Sanko Flint.
Hey,
Teleria must have asked you to do something for us. I'd like to ask you something too. Since I gather you're trekking through the area,
We are.
What do you need?
some friends of mine vanished while checking some ruins nearby.
I can look
If there
out
are
for
anything-
those.
If you don't,
Well-
thanks, Dave.
Sure thing. Right. Before we head off, Pure Voice here is a trader, so we can sell off a bunch of our extra stuff. We can have them identify magic items and potions. So I will not make you watch all of the life admin here, but I will do a bunch of that one moment. Alright, I sold a bunch of stuff. We now have 297 gold. The Magnificent Dagger and the Superb Hand Axe, I understand, are just +1 variants of themselves. But this unidentified potion, we will identify it. Costs 55 gold. Item has been identified, Potion of Heroism. And now we can see 10 temporary hit points, grants blessed, plus 1d4 to attacks and 1d4 to saving throws. And that is for 1 minute. Oh, 1 hour. Jeez. Okay. Incredibly good. So now we know what that does. Otherwise, I think we're good for stuff being identified. We might want to consider using one of these +1 weapons down the line, but I sold a bunch of the duplicate stuff we have. Is there anything else I would like to buy really urgently? Let's get a load of extra food. That's 1, 2, 3 days worth of extra supplies. It's kind of expensive, but better to be able to long rest plenty when we need to than not. Otherwise, there's ingredients, there's health potions, kits and tools, and then a bunch of stuff that we don't have a high enough relationship to purchase right now, and all of the stuff that we've just sold back. So I will take a healing malady as well. Then we will close out of that. What we should get as well is some spellcasting tools that aren't just component pouches so that we can use these pockets for other things. But I will worry about that down the line. So, extra supplies in tow. We have all of our extra spell slots right now. Let's climb back on down. We can go J for our journal here. We have our main quest, the Emerald Forest, leave the waterfall and follow Marinving's tracks. Meat Boy, Tellerin asked you to take a pack of dried meat to a butcher named Henrik in the city's capital, find the missing adventurers for Samco, and find the keys for that underground ruin. Now, because this area is quite open in its design as a campaign, some things are going to be much, much harder to achieve in that we are entirely under-leveled for them. So it's going to be important to kind of take care about where we're going, which bits of which adventure we're attempting one at a time, so that we don't end up with any class issues with being outranked or outclassed by the NPCs and enemies around us. There's nothing here, no route over there, so we'll hop across here. Now, I do remember quite vividly that just past here, there is a fight, I think, with some birds or some vultures or something that is incredibly deadly. So I would love to avoid it if possible for the meantime. I also think there's a fight near one of these bridges with some wolves or something. Broken bridge on the map, so we can press M to find our map. We can fast travel to any of these locations that we have been, but we might be interrupted by something on our travels. That is entirely possible. I missed a sack there. We'll be back for it someday. So, we will keep waltzing carefully. Now what we can do is we do have access to the invisibility spell, and we can get our spell slots back on a short rest. So we could abuse making somebody invisible, sending them over, making somebody else invisible, sending them over, taking a short rest, and repeating. I don't know, however, if we can short rest while we aren't all together. That might not be possible. Let's get on this bridge. There is a wolf. There is a dire wolf. Can we all make this jump? No. I think we need to push this off first. So, where are you going? Come back, please. Thank you. Jeez. What are you trying to get me killed? I would like that dire wolf to be near the water so we could repel it off. But we might have to settle for a wolf stood there being repelled into the river when it comes back around. Where are you, wolfy wolf? Come back. Yeah, up here, there's kind of like a large pedestal type thing that right now I wish to avoid. Come on, wolf, are you coming around or not? There you go. So an unseen attacker with repelling blast. Battle starts. Oh. Dead already. Fine by me. Get that going for the next round. Our spells. We're fine. Let's get malediction going. One of my biggest worries is that at some point we could be pushed into a river and killed and we'll have no way back from it. That is a real threat to us. Solid damage from a cantrip. Right, where's this other dire wolf? Right there.
Clumsy.
Okay, we are not in melee range of this, which is good for us. We'll get a malediction going here. Malediction's great because there's no save against a malediction. It just happens every time. Good stuff. Right, we can go in with a melee attack if we want to. What is our melee attack? 2d6 plus 3 damage plus 5 to hit. It's pretty good. We do also have our temporary hit points, which makes us a good candidate for being up in their face.
Bend the knee or perish.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. This direwolf is up. And the last wolf at the back. Shatter seems like a great spell right now for whoever has it. And also, I think an inflict wounds right here is going to be solid.
Oh.
That's a nat 1. Right, there's Shatter. Can we get all of you? I think we can.
Arcana. Evil.
Too bad.
Alright, that's gone reasonably well, I would say. We are still not within... Oh, we might be within melee range. That's a shame. Well, this is exactly the reason that we have Shocking Grasp, although Magic Missile, the easier choice right now. Dead. Good. Retarget this one. Cannot see it. It's fine. Trevor. Smack it with your greatsword. After maledicting. Damn. Well, not to worry. With a whole round now, there's basically no way we don't win.
Well deserved.
Called it. Alright, we will stand here. We will attempt a short rest. Get our spell slots back, as is the way things are done around here. Trevor. Fiendish Vigor.
Necro Jure.
And push that over, please. Right, why... Can we shoot that rock down? No. Alright, we can't get to the other side of the bridge from there. I just want to avoid solo combat. Don't know if we can make that jump. We can't make the jump over the bridge. No, we're going the real long way around. Where are you going? I don't like wherever it is you're trying to go. One of us has Misty Step. Let's use that instead. This is why we take utility spells. Who is it?
Arcana. Conjure. Viribe.
With that down, I'm assuming we can all get over. That's a much safer way of doing that, isn't it? There's some plants we can chop back here. Or just shove out of the way, as the case may be. Dwarven Primrose. Right, I think this spot is safe. There's the fortification. Scroll of Charm Person. Magnificent leather armor is a lovely thing to have. So somebody who has regular Warlock armor should definitely be wearing that magnificent leather armor. You'll see our AC at the moment is 13. If I do this, still 13. I thought that would have given us one extra armor class. It is magical. Maybe it's doing something else, but we'll hold on to it for now. We will come past this edge towards this gate.
What is this? A giant village?
He doesn't seem hostile.
I speak giant. Let's try.
Right, so we have a native giant speaker, or at least a learned giant speaker. Saves us needing comprehend languages and
What are
things.
you doing here?
Trading.
Giants conduct trade.
I do need direwolf pelts and large feathers. Plenty.
We might be able to find that.
Then we trade.
I thought giants were all stupid.
Maybe someone cast a spell on it.
Yeah, watch your tongue around the giant creatures. Find 2 direwolf pelts and 4 giant crow feathers. Do we have direwolf pelts from that fight we just had? I guess not. Well, we'll get them when we get them. These are bear pelts, aren't they? Gorilla. One or the other. So we can't go into their camp yet. That's fine. So let's get cautious, because I know that there is at least one more fight here. Whether we have to have it right now or not is a whole other story. You three, please don't go that really, really long way. If you wait, our athletic friend here will open up that path. Or not, apparently. What is going on? What route are you all trying to take? And why can't you just hop from here to there? Right, from where we are, let's deal with that tree before anything terrible happens. Can you not make this jump? Man, you really can't, can you? We could Misty Step over, but that's only good for one of us. I don't think we can climb this rock face. If we can all safely get under the edge of this cliff, we might be able to do something with spider climb and avoid this space here for a second. Who has spider climb? You have Misty Step. Select a target ally creature object. Weird that you would spider climb an object. Please pick Trevor. So we can spider climb the cliff now. Gives us access to this corpse. Scroll of Bless, Angry Violet, Short Bow. Magnificent battle axe, crafting manual, Aaron's light poison bolts, cash, 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 forge amulet, and scroll of comprehend languages. We found the amulet for Samko. Let's just poke our nose up here. There's a giant nest that I do not love the look of. A Clanthin and quiver. Grab that. Get back down again, please. Our exit is over in that corner. Search the bird nest for remains. Remains of who for what? Oh, Ving's presence. Okay, well, that can wait, because now that we've done a quest, I would like to just hand it in and basically keep things as streamlined as possible with the presence of having quests and turning quests in. So let's jump cut back there unless anything dangerous happens. Alright, we're back safe. Samko, we have what you asked of us. I did not mean to rob Samko, but we did. I'm glad we didn't get caught.
Clear skies.
Bad news. We found their stuff. They're most likely dead, killed by roaming monsters.
I was afraid so. You still earned your reward. Now, maybe you could help us with something else. A pack of hybrid wolves have been prowling around the camp.
Already done.
I'm impressed. I'd have you at my back hunting Remoraz for sure. Now, I have to tell you something. A secret. I'm a friend in Caer Hifrid, part of a small club of ours. When you get there, go to the inn and ask for Kefrain.
What inn?
The Merry Remoraz, it's called. If you're looking for someone, or something, she can help.
In exchange for?
Same as you did for me, but probably higher stakes. Here's a letter for her, and give her my regards.
Sure.
Stay in the light, friend.
Stay in the light.
What's our reward, though? Relation gives an item. Jeweled bracelet, jeweled ring, pouch of dust, golden braces. So, probably dust of disappearing. Golden braces. A pair of superb braces made of gold with flame-shaped decorations. Not having a wand of identify is really going to cost us a lot in cash, isn't it? Because we can't identify stuff over the course of a short rest, which would be preferable, because that is how it works during regular tabletop. You can spend an hour of a long rest, a short rest, studying an object, but unfortunately not here. But those braces, I think, are definitely worth getting identified now. Braces of sparkles. That's not what I wanted. Alright, well, I'm underwhelmed by these braces. Requires attunement, cast sparkle at will. Well, I can't say I'm thrilled, but it is what it is. Alright, well, we've short rested. We have our spell slots back for the moment. Let's get ourselves back to this bit of bridge. Then, before carrying on, we need Fiendish Vigor. Cautious. Right, so we have the decision. Try and search the nests, or try and get out of here without searching the nests yet. And since we do not get a second shot at any of this, I'm going to go with the decision of just try and get out of here. We'll come back to the nests when we are a little bit more powerful. So we're going to come back to this south side of the bridge, assuming we can leave the area without finishing this quest, and it's not going to force us to do it, but we won't know until we try. So it's going to be a careful dance of short rests, spider climbing, misty stepping, and possibly some invisibility that get us outside of this area. Hopefully we can come back maybe when we're level 4 or something and just polish it off when we're a little bit stronger, but stop being annoying. We will do things with more caution until we're definitely better equipped, more strong, all of that stuff. So, over here, we can climb up there and get out. So, step 1. Figure out who can get over themselves. We have spider climb. We know that Tamara cannot get over themselves. So, Tamara gets spider climb. Climbs over here. Is nice and safe. Trevor cannot get over themselves. We can misty step. Flame hops over in a flash. So we can then, yes, we will lose concentration on one to cast on another. Then Trevor can make the walk themselves too. Now I'm hoping if we put these 3 there and we put ourselves here, we short rest for an hour, we get back our spell slots, and then we can spider climb ourselves. Over to here, and we have successfully crossed the river. So, let's climb up here, and we're just going to try and get to this back corner. I'm not even going to look in the first nest, because if we're not going to worry about doing all 3 nests, why concern ourselves with just one? Alright, it's quiet. Go around the outside edge for this. Oh, no. Alright, 4 giant crows then. Let's try and do this fast. Alright, so that was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. About 40% of their health. I think we're just going to repeat the same thing. Or should we use one of these? Creature gains +2 move and is immune to opportunity attacks. Gains resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. Creature gains advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Dark vision and resistance to fire and poison. Give me resistance from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. And then we will attack. Good. Other giant crows are going to come join the fight, presumably from somewhere. I don't know if they dash by default. Okay, Flame is now under the influence of the area of effect of a foe, which is unideal. Shatter is not great for a single target, ideally. Let's get immune to opportunity attacks. That way we can step away from the influence of this creature and attack without disadvantage.
You die like the rest.
Very close. Magic Missile will sort that out in a second, I think. Spike Growth is not going to be good against flying creatures. Breath Weapon, not ideal right now either. I think we are going to go in for the melee attack up here. Let's Maledict before that then. Excellent damage. One more giant crow hiding in the wings. Okay, one of them will have died to the Curse of Time, I think. Which is lovely. So we don't need to use Magic Missile for one dart on that other creature. We can do here, or we can do somewhere else. Let's work on one of the others, because Trevor over here is doing well. We will spend our bonus action to move that. It doesn't matter for Magic Missile. Magic Missile doesn't make an attack roll, so Malediction wouldn't do extra damage if I'm understanding it correctly. Hevor. I can't believe I made Hevor and Trevor. It's another Nat 1. I feel like we've had way more Nat 1s than Nat 20s so far this campaign. Good miss. Go on then. Hellish Rebuke, the giant crow. 16 fire damage is solid.
Are you okay?
Hellish Rebuke there as well. Go after this giant crow. That one's nearly down. Trevor Ice. We will Maledict. Can I not see you? I can see you now, or get in range, whichever it was.
Try again.
Another natural one. Right, they take Curse of Time damage. We're now diseased and being attacked with advantage. But we are resistant to that damage, which is nice. Let's see. Right, they save against our breath weapon. Let's try and kill this one.
Nobody has your skills.
That's gone great. One more remaining. We do not have to be within melee range of this creature, so we won't be.
No quarter given.
Alright, that wasn't nearly as bad as I remember it being. So let's check some of the spots. Grab all of this and that. The feathers that we need, isn't it? Right. So we've come up to 40 minutes. Our exit, I think, should be just here, but I think we might have to do this bird net stuff first anyhow. So I will call things there for today. Next time we will finish out searching these bird nests, hand in whatever quests we can. Let's just take a short rest before we sign off. And then I invite you to join me tomorrow for the next one. We'll see where we end up next. For now, thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.